adding and timesing and taking away.
Adding, dividing and playing all day.
We're having fun with numbers and doing lots of sums.
The boys sitting around and scratching our
We're adding and timesing and taking away.
Adding, dividing and playing all day.
We're having fun with numbers and doing lots of maths.
So if you were American, you would call it math.
Times tables with Marvin and Trevor. Tutorial 3, the 10 times table. With Marvin, the mathematical monkey. And Trevor, the not so mathematical tiger. With occasional guest appearances from Egbert.
Welcome back, everybody, to Tutorial 3.
Yeah, welcome back everyone, I hope you're all well. Marvin, remind me what we're doing today.
Well, Trevor, I have made you a useful aide-memoire.
A what?
A thing to remind you. Just one moment.
All right.
Ta-da! So, any clues?
We're holding up pieces of paper with numbers on.
Oh, good grief, don't look at the paper.
No, it's got a number 10 on it.
Oh, good grief. Yes, today we're going to do the 10 times table, Trevor.
Oh, but we've only just done the 2 times table.
Well, yes, if you've made it this far, you'll have learned all about the principles of timesing, i.e. lots of things, in tutorial 1, and we've done the 2 times table, 2, 4, 6, 8, etc. But I'm doing the 10 times table today because it's super easy.
Oh, I like easy.
Yes, and it'll build up your confidence, Trevor.
Oh, great.
So, the key thing to remember with the 10 times table is you don't actually have to learn all the answers parrot fashion.
Oh, great.
You just have to take the number you're timesing and put a naught on the end, or a 0 on the end of it.
Come again? Can you show me?
Yes, I can, Trevor. Okay, so using my state-of-the-art props, I'm going to show you just how easy this is. So all you need to do for the 10 times table is put a 0 or a naught on the end of any number you're timesing by 10. So 1 times 10, pop a naught on the end, and you have 10. Let's try a different one. So let's have 2 times 10. What are we going to put on the end? A naught. It makes 20. I'll do one last one. 3 times 10. We're going to put a naught on the end. It becomes 30. Yeah! And you can do this for any number, and so on, and so on, and so on, and so on.
Oh, wow, that looks super easy, doesn't it?
Yes, Trevor. Now, the secret is, if you find yourself with an answer that doesn't have a 0 at the end...
Oh, like, 35?
Yes, that cannot be the correct answer. It always has a naught on the end.
Oh, I think I've made up a song about that.
I'm intrigued.
Right, let's take it from the top with my 10 times table entirely original song.
OK, Trevor.
If you times by 10, put a naught on it. If you done it, then you should have put a naught on it. If you like it, then you should have put a naught on it. If you times by 10, put a naught on it.
I apologise for the interruption, but I wish to make the following statement. In the unlikely event that Beyoncé's management, or indeed Beyoncé, is watching this video, for copyright purposes, any similarity to Beyoncé's song Single Ladies is completely unproven, mainly because Trevor is in fact tone deaf. Thank you for your attention.
Charming as ever, Egbert.
Well done anyway, Trevor. At least it looks like you have got the concept.
Yeah, I think I've got it.
So let's try counting in tens right up to 12 times 10.
Okay, so it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 10T, 11T, 12T.
No, Trevor. Since when did 10T, 11T and 12T become numbers?
I was hoping you didn't notice. I got a bit confused. I don't understand. It's very easy up to 90, but I don't get 10 times 10 because there isn't such a number as 10T.
Let me show you, Trevor.
Okay.
Well, as my colleague Trevor has ably demonstrated, it can get confusing after 90. So always try writing it down if you feel confused. So, 10 times 10, all we're doing is adding a naught. Let's put that on the end. What have you got? 100. See? Easy. You try this time, Trevor.
Oh, okay. So I see I've got to do 11 times 10. So I've no idea what the answer is, but I'm just going to stick a naught on the end and see what happens. Will you look at that? It's actually 110. So 11 times 10 is 110. I like this. It's got a nice trick. I'm going to try another one. Okay, so here's a 12 I prepared earlier. 12 times 10. I'm going to add a naught on the end. Oh, it's 120. Brilliant. I know my 10 times table, I think, up to 12. Oh, it certainly does make it a lot clearer when you write it down, doesn't it?
Yes, Trevor, that's quite important. So when you get stuck, always look at it on a piece of paper or a computer or something and just put the naught on the end to make sure you got it right.
All right.
So you know that 8 times 10 is
80.
9 times 10 is
90.
and 10 times 10, you can't have 10T.
Oh yeah, so it's 100.
Yes, 11 times 10 is
110.
12 times 10 is
120.
yes, and then after that it would get easy if you were continuing because it's just 130, 140, 150, etc.
Oh yeah.
Now, before we finish, as always, let's take a look at our grid and see how we're doing.
Okay, thanks Marvin.
So remember, in the last 2 tutorials, we've filled in the 1 times table and the 2 times table. That's the first 2 rows and columns. Here's the 10 times table. 1 10 is 10, 2 10s 20, 3 10s 30, 4 10s are 40, 5 10s are 50, 6 10s are 60, 7 10s are 70, 8 10s are 80, 9 10s are 90, 10 10s are 100, 11 10s are 110, and 12 10s are 120. Once you've filled in the column, you can also then fill in the row. You can see from 10 right up to 120. And that gives us a really nice grid with the 1 times table, the 2 times table, and the 10 times table complete. It's filling up already. Brilliant.
Well done, Trevor.
Thanks Marvin.
And well done you at home again for doing another times table tutorial. Now, next time, I know it's going to sound weird, but we're going to do the 11 times table. Because again, it's going to build up confidence and it's another super easy times table. Because there's a handy trick I can teach you.
Oh, I can't wait. See you next time, folks.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.